Please, no. So, do you remember that time when you walked into a room and everyone was really well dressed except you? Or how about the time you went into a job interview and you only had shirts and jeans on? Or how about the time you went to a wedding or a funeral and you just walked in and had to sit in the back because you didn't have the proper clothing on? Well, that's some odd situations right there. But maybe it could all be resolved if you had a tie. My personal experience with ties came when I was in 3rd grade. And ever since, I've been tying ties. Now, guys, why would you want to know how to tie a tie? You already know how. But what if I could tell you through this demonstration that you can enhance your abilities? Tie a tie. Or ladies, how about you guys going to the department store and wanting to pick out a Christmas present for your guy? And you just don't know which kind of tie to use. Well, maybe through this demonstration, you'll know about that perfect tie. In this speech, I'm going to be giving you my personal background in tying ties, and we're going to do a demonstration on how to tie 4 different ties. The Oriental, the Half Windsor, the Atlanta, and the Plattsburgh. And then I'm going to give you some good tips on how you can make that tie pop in the professional setting. My tying started when I was in 3rd grade, and I walked up to my mom, and it was during Christmas Eve service. And I really wanted to, tie that tie, and she just kind of nodded for me and let me sit down. But I knew from that point on, I was looking good. And then this started to develop even more so when I reached high school. And I had to go for that first dance. And I had to go on the internet and look at how to try a really fancy tie. Well, moral of the story was that I kept on tying ties. And it's helped me ever since. It helped me land my job. It helped me when I was in band performing in concerts. And also helped me land that great scholarship at the DCCD. For the first time, I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to have my brother be my model, Kyle. And we're going to give you the quickest tie, the Oriental. In this, he's going to button his top button so that we can get the tie around it. Collars up, everybody, when you're trying to do this one. Since Kyle's right-handed, I'm going to have the wide part of the tie on near his right shoulder, about arm's length. The other end of the tie, the narrow, is going to be about halfway through. Watch closely now. We're going to wrap once, wrap twice, and up through the middle. Adjust a little bit. And for the Oriental, you're going to have your main control be in the back, and you're just going to pull it up, put down the collar a little bit. Kyle is ready to have a knife, please. Good job, dude. For my next tie, I'm going to have my little sister Bailey come up. And for this one, I'm going to use the special Looney Tunes tie that she likes. And she is also right-handed. This is very important when you're tying a tie. In this, I'm going to do a little bit more complicated one called the Half Windsor. It's not the full Windsor, so don't get it confused. I'm going to go over, just like the Oriental, except for this one, I'm going to go up. And then I'm going to tie around to cover the knot twice, if you can, and go up in the middle. I'm going to take the wide part, go down, and Now she can adjust it herself and get that collar in. The next tie I'm going to do is called the Plattsburgh. The Plattsburgh is one of those special kind of ties where it has its own formula to it. You're going to do the wide part again for the right hand. Arm's length. That collar up. And it's all about going over. So over once. Over, going up from the middle. Down. Around. Then up. And then you're going to go down to the loop. This is a great tie if you're having, long hours at work. This tie is very sustainable for that purpose. Thank you. And my last, very, very efficient tie would be the Atlantic. And I'm going to ask Sister Bailey to come up for this one. This is one of those special ties if you have a very special occasion, such as a party or something. And for this one, remember how we've been using the wide part of the tie? Now we're going to switch over to the narrow part. And this is going to be arm's length. The wide end's still going to be at her right shoulder because she's right-handed. And the narrow part goes over once, twice, goes up to the hole once, around, up, down, and look at there. And since this I used for the narrow part of the tie, the control is going to be the longer part. Going up. And the special part about ties is that you can have the back end of your tie going through the loop if it's too long. Okay, thank you. When tying a tie, I would complement the tie, suit overcoat. This is very helpful. Tie and tie. Let's do a quick oriental on this. 1, 2. I think that took less than 10 seconds, folks. Going down. Adjust from the back because it's using the wide end. And up. Adjust to the point. And great thing about it, if you mess up with ties for the suit, just button over. Tuck it in. There we go. Kyle's ready to land that great job interview. There we go. Remember, when tying ties, it can be very quick and very professional. And it can also land you that great moment and great first impression when you walk into the room.